The next mitzvah we're going to be discussing is the mitzvah of Talmud Torah. A person has a responsibility to learn Torah all the time. V'kisbo yom v'layla, says the pasuk in Yehoshua. The person is supposed to be learning all the time. When a person is not learning, he's over on Bittul Torah. Now let me explain what this means and how it relates to our topic of Lashon Hara. When a person needs to do something, he needs to go out to work to make parnasa, he needs to sit and eat because he needs to sustain himself. All of these things do not fall into the category of Bittul Torah. Anything that a person needs to do to live a normal life, to make parnasa in order to support himself or his family, and to use the natural things that a person needs to do when he needs to eat, he needs to sleep, he needs to use the restroom. All of these things are not fall into the category of Bittul Torah because these are part of a normal life that the Torah understands that a person needs to live normally. However, whenever a person has time that they're not doing any one of these things, then they have a responsibility to be learning Torah. When a person doesn't have the obligations of life on him, so all that other times has to be spent learning Torah. The national pastime of the Torah world is learning Torah. Of Judaism is learning Torah. When a person is speaking Lashon Hara, he certainly doesn't need to be doing that. A person doesn't have to be speaking Lashon Hara. Therefore, it's considered to be extra time. That time could have been spent learning Torah instead of speaking Lashon Hara. So therefore, when a person is speaking Lashon Hara, not only are they speaking Lashon Hara, but they're actually also being over this very severe mitzvah say really, of Talmud Torah, of Bittul Torah. And it's Talmud Torah, like we know, is Keneged Kulam. Every second that a person is speaking Lashon Hara, he's wasting time from Talmud Torah. And that's a terrible Aveira. How many minutes we could be speaking about? How many per minutes when a person is speaking, he's wasting his time and he's losing all that time for Torah. And that's also a cheshbon. If he can speak 60 minutes of Lashon Hara, he could be speaking 60 minutes or 60 seconds of Lashon Hara, it can be 60 seconds of Talmud Torah. Therefore, we have to be even much more careful how we use our time. It should be for good and not for bad.
Thank you for listening. To hear more shurim like this one, go to jfoundations.com. If you'd like to support us or sponsor an episode, go to jfoundations.com/support.